Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be creating a red eyeshadow look, and I'm going to use two older palettes. I'm going to use the Handmade Makeup by Yolonda. Which one is this one? The Burning eyeshadow palette, and it's just this red toned eyeshadow palette. And I think I'm going to use the Lime Crime eyeshadow palette, and I actually got this one from TJ Maxx, and I want to use the wow, ooh, it just popped right out. I'm sorry, but that just threw me off. It's a pretty green, it just fell out the packaging. Okay, we'll fix that a little later. But I want to use the red eyeshadow palette, the last shade in the palette. So let's go ahead and get started. I already primed my eyes. I used my P. Louise base with my Handmade Makeup by Yolonda, and my P. Louise base is in the shade number 2, and the Handmade Makeup by Yolonda is in the shade Foundation, and I set it with a little bit of powder. So let's get started. Now I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place tan. I'm thinking from medium. Let's do tan for my transition shade, and I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics, this large blending brush, and we're going to use these two shades together as our transition shade. I'm just going to pop it right above the crease. And I'm going to try to make it a quick look, but we know how that seems to work out for me sometimes. It does not go as planned. So we're going to continue to place it right in the crease area, and I'm packing most of it towards the outer V at the top of the transition area of the eye. So we're going to pack a little bit more. And now we're going to blend the shade all the way into the inner corner. But most of the payoff is on the outer portion of the crease area. Above the crease area, I'm sorry. I'm going to continue to blend. And I've been loving these palettes, the medium and the tan, you know, for my transition shades, because I feel like it works really well for me when I'm using palettes that does not have a transition shade. So I'm adding a little bit more. And placing it directly in the crease area and blending upwards towards the brow bone. So like I said, I'm going to try to make this as simple as I can, but we'll see. Now I am going to take the Morphe 433 brush, the flat blending brush, and I am going to go in with the Handmade Makeup by Yolonda eyeshadow palette. And let's take the deep red, the first shade in the palette. I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. And we're going to pack it all over the lid. And I'm not blending yet. I'm just straight packing it. The same thing for the other eye. We're just going to pack it. And make sure you pack it really good. But I'm building it to pack it. And I'm going with... When I don't film, I don't have this problem. I'm sorry. one day I'm going to stop that. I'm going to take a little bit more of the red and pack a little bit more. And I'm going right up in the crease with the tip of the brush, placing the red right in that crease area. And a little bit more for the other eye. So we can have the same amount of payoff on each lid. A little bit more. So now I'm going to take the same red shade on the tip of the brush, and we're going to blend this directly into the crease area. But I'm not going up too high with it. And do the same thing for the other eye, directly in the crease. So now let's pack a little bit more, because I feel like this eye is washing away a little bit. So we're going to pack a little bit more back onto the lid. I probably should have put a concealer or a glitter glue up under it. But we're going to keep moving and see how it sticks. I'm just applying a little bit more. Since we're going to use a shimmer shadow, it'll probably fix that little fading part that keeps fading out a little bit. So add a little bit more on this eye. You don't want to just stab at it either, because that'll break up this shadow, you know, too, if you do too much blending hard on it. So now I am going to take my Sigma little small blending brush. This is the E36. And we're going to blend out the crease area without adding any more product to it just yet. And just blend in circular motions and windshield wiper motion back and forth. Same thing for the other eye. Just to make sure that shadow is blended upwards. So when you open your eye, you can still see the lid shade. So I'm just lightly fluffing it, blending it in circular motions and back and forth motions. So now we're going to take the BH Cosmetics, the large fluffy brush we began with, and just make sure the two shades are blended well together. And I did not add any more of this transition shade to this brush. So now let's go in with the glitter glue. And I'm going to use my Too Faced glitter glue. And I know I keep saying this, but this stuff is like almost out. And that has been my goal, to pan it. And I think I'm almost there. I've been using it like a lot. Because it's almost like gone. So I may have to move on to something else. Because it's like almost to gone rather. So I'm going to take my two ring fingers and smooth it out. I like doing this instead of just placing it right on my lid. I feel like I can control it more when I do that. We're just going to place it starting at the center of the lid and going all over the eyelid. Since I didn't do an outer V shade, we're going to see how this is going to work, because I love my deeper outer V's. But I'm going to see how this is going to work today. So we're going to apply the same way the glitter glue on the entire eyelid. And I'm using my fingertip to place it directly into my crease area. And you want to continue to place it until it gets like tacky. That way you don't have any clumps of glitter glue in one spot and it's still kind of on the wet side when you place your shimmer shadow. So now I'm going to wipe my fingers off with my wipe. So now I want to go in with, I don't know, let's see. This is the third shade on the first row. This is the second shade on the first row. Let's do the third shade again. Get a better look of what it looks like. And the first shade. Oh, that's kind of like a mattish reddish. It's a really deep red though. That's the one we just used, but that's how it looks. So we're definitely not going to use that one. I don't even know why I put that one on there. So between these two shadows, let's see, which one do I want to use? I said red, more red. So we're going to use the middle shade I swatched, and that's going to be the middle shade on the top row. So I'm going to wipe my fingers off again because I need these babies to apply this shadow. So we're going to go ahead and take this palette with that middle shade. Make sure my finger's good and dry. I don't want to wet my shadows. And I'm going to take my ring finger and just go in circular motions and place it right on top of the glitter glue. That's pretty. And do a little bit more. And I'll put it on the tip of my ring finger. That way you can control it when you place it, and you can go up in that crease area where you place that glue and place that shadow directly in the crease area without going too far up. So do the same thing for the other eye. We're taking that same shade. This is a really nice formula. And pack it on the lid, and then a little bit more so we can go direct up into that crease area. Gonna pack it again and go up into the crease with the tip of my finger. I'm liking this so far. So now I am going to take this little small Real Techniques flat fluffy brush, and we're going to go with the same shade. And I like to do this too sometimes to make sure the payoff is how I want it and it's all over the lid to give it that additional coverage and smoothness. And we're just placing it all over the eye where we placed with our finger and going up into the crease. I like that. Same thing for the other eye. And you can see where it kind of deepens up a little bit more than what my finger, you know, when I placed it with my finger. So again, we're going right up in the crease with the tip. So now what I want to do, go back in with this small Sigma blending brush. We're going to take that same shimmer shade and we're going to place it directly in the crease. We're going to blend it into the crease area, but we're not going to blend upwards. We're just going to do windshield wiper motions just so we'll have that added shimmer right in the crease area. And do the same thing for the other eye. And if you have to blend, just blend right there in the crease, but don't go up in the crease area. I mean, you can if you want to, but you know the way I'm doing, I'm not going up. So we're going to blend right in that crease area. So now we're going to take the Morphe brush again. I'm not adding any more shadow, and blend out the crease area one more time to make sure the matte shade is blended with these shimmer shades. And I'm going outwards with this outer V because I want the red to kind of go out just a little bit. And blending it together. I'm just trying to get this little harsh piece here to blend. And I'm just blending outwards and inwards. Circular motions. And okay, so that should do it. So now we're going to take the large fluffy brush again, and we're going to go back in with our transition shade. I like this. The same 2 shades, and we're going to apply it right above the crease shade. And I'm doing this because it's so light when we started out, and since this red is so deep, I don't want that brow bone area shade to be too light with this really deep red. So I'm going to take a little bit more and do the same thing and place most of it on the that bone of the eye. I'm actually liking this, and I'm so tongue twisted this morning. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I do when I get on here. My words are just like all over the place, but just bear with you, girl. Hope you all are still enjoying it though. So we are going to blend all of the shadows together. And this is so pretty. So now we're going to take a clean makeup wipe and use some micellar water and clean up around the eye area. And I love doing this because it gives me, I get to see how the look really looks before I do the rest of my face. So now we're going to clean the other eye. And around where I carved out my brows. This is so pretty together. So now I want to take the Morphe brush one more time and just make sure the edges and the crease still has that red. Blend it really nice since we cleaned up around the edges. Now once you clean up around your edges, you can really see what you need to correct, or if you want to add any more depth to it. I like doing it with the makeup wipe. I know a lot of people use tape. I don't know if people still do it, but the tape irritates my eyes, so I can't get down with the tape because I already have sensitive eyes. So I'm still just lightly blending the red shadow. I like that. Perfect. So this finished the eye look. I'm going to go ahead, jump off camera, pop my lashes on, do the rest of my face, and I'll be back to show you guys my final look. See you guys in a bit. So welcome back. This is the final look. I know my hair is jet black. I've never had black hair before, but my daughter encouraged me to switch up a bit because my hair is naturally sandy brown. But I'm loving it. It still have to grow on me, but I really do like the dark black hair. So let me know what you guys think about this black hair. Everybody loves it at work. It's really pretty. I just dyed it, matter of fact, over the weekend, and I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I do love it. It looks healthier, in my opinion. But I do like it. But anyways, to finish this look, because I knew this black was going to catch you all off guard. I didn't know if you all realized it when it was put up in a ponytail, but here we are. So it's growing on me. To finish my eyes, I did not use the Lime Crime palette like I initially wanted to. But to finish my eyes, I went ahead in with my bronzer and applied a little bit on my lower lash line. And then I went in with the last shade on the first row and stamped it across the inner corner midway on the lower lash line. That's all I did to the eyes. For my lashes, I used the Amazon Veleasha lashes, and this is what they look like. And this is the style XO2Z B9FSD. I'm gonna try to find it on my Amazon cart and drop it below if anyone's interested in the eyelashes, because I purchased a lot of my eyelashes from Amazon. To finish with my face, I combined my normal foundations to get the shade that I like. For bronzer today, I use my Black Radiant Soft Focus in Milk Chocolate. And for my blush, I use my Carity Balm palette. And I use the 2 shades to blush with. And I highlighted with the gold shimmer shade that's in the palette. For my lips, I used, I'm trying to find my lip liner. And it was Bodyography something. Gotta find it. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. I found it. So I lined my lips with the Bodyography lip pencil in the shade Rosewood. And it's this like a deep mauve shade. And for my lips, which I'm loving with this eye look. This is almost like an Elvira kind of look. I mean, that's what I thought of when I first got through dyeing it. But I use my ColourPop I Love Serai. I guess I said that right. The matte red lipstick in the shade Aruba. So that is what I use to complete this look. I hope you guys like this red look. I love how it turned out. Like I said, I look a little bit pale because of the black hair, but it's going to be some getting used to. But I do love it overall. I like how healthy it is. So let me know your thoughts on this video. If you like what you see, you can always comment, like, and subscribe. And become a part of Girls YouTube family here on YouTube. Did I say that right? I don't know. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Join your girl here. And until so, I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you guys later.